Oh my gosh, guys, they're like way ahead of us, already opening boxes. We don't even know what's going on. But anyway, today we are going over a 6 box import order, all from New Window, except for we got 1 box from Peru. And so yours truly, Marcus Aurelius, went and picked it up. This is not a Mark slander video. We are reserving that for next week's episode. Anyway, all coming soon. So let's get right into today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off this. Well, first of all, what is going on, everybody? I'm Rob with flipaquatics.com, and today we are doing an import. Well, don't let me get in your way.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Oh no, I'll look at them. I'll look at them.
Don't mind if I do.
If you guys didn't know, this is Lead Dog. Lead Dog is our, what do we even call her? She's the mama of flipaquatics. We'll say that.
Yeah, we didn't even.
Oh, this is all Odos. This is our Peru order. So we got 600 Odos in. Bless you, Mark. 600 Odos. They actually look really good. You can always tell whether they're healthy based on how fat they are, and their little tummies look good. They don't look inverted. So all Odos, these are all going to Neocaridina Pond Room, which means there's probably one more box that is just like that one. Yeah, in the pond room. He just said next door. We shut down next door like months ago. We don't even use that building. That is so last year. Okay, so let me get back over here. Well, first of all, meet the team. We got Jacob, we got Lead Dog, we got Lexi Bedexty in the house, also known as Snorty Tutorty or something like that. I don't know. What does Liv call you?
Florty Snorty.
Florty Snorty?
Yeah.
Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Apparently our SD card was completely full. Oh my gosh. Who's calling me? It's my wife. She's going, I have to wait. Listen, if you guys are married, never ignore your wife's phone calls. So do as I say, not as I do. But let me mute this sucker. How come it ain't working? If you guys have Android, first of all, this new update that they did, it's of the devil.
First of all, you shouldn't have Android.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, so what are these? Pygmy quarries, where'd they go?
B12.
B12. B12.
10 fish in that bag.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Now that is called a good use of space. Those are also orange Venezuelan quarries. Congo tetras. Ooh, look at that. These guys are big. What is it? You got it? CPD? Please come in good. C10. Look at those. They actually came in pretty good. As Mark takes them away. Look, the guy never works, and all of a sudden he's working. I said it wasn't going to be a Mark slander video. Sign up for membership, and you guys can get the real story. What are these ones? Yeah, rainbow shiners. E4. Listen, you got to keep people moving around here. Otherwise, they just sit on their hands.
Stand on their feet and go nowhere.
Oh.
I
Ooh, some type of rainbow. I'm gonna guess it's the spotted.
fork-tail or spotted blue eye.
Just spotted blue eye, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like G11.
G11. Dwarf emerald, do we have those?
Yes.
Okay. H3. What are these ones, mama?
I don't know, raspberry.
M wants to. Oh yeah, these ones are the cardinal tetras. Oh look, they're all eating away. Look at that.
I8.
Wait, now they all moved, but they were eating their bellies.
It's I8 and they're all eaten away.
I8, all eaten away.
These are golden coolers.
Look at the golden coolie loaches.
E10.
E10, look at them.
Gardner Achilles.
There's like,
Don't look
you could kill half of them if you squeeze that.
Gardner Achilles, a plant tail. D4.
What is it, D4?
D4.
D4. So let me show you here. This is what we do. D4, C, D. Couple things to point out here. One, you gotta remove the lid. Two, We always leave the lights off while we're acclimating because extra light stresses them out, makes them consume more oxygen, causes the pH to drop, adds more stress. Anyway, it's just not good. So we try to keep them in dark as long as possible. And then what we'll do from here, we'll let them acclimate for at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes is usually our goal. And then each one of us will take an aisle, which is 2 sides. So like if I was in this aisle, I'd have C and D. And then I'd be responsible for acclimating everything in this aisle. And so with that being said, we're missing out on fish. Pandagoras?
E13.
E13. That's a little baby bag. E13, sir. Feels good making him work. Which ones are these? Rummy Nose Rasbora.
G16.
Clown Killies. D7. They look fat. They always come in tiny. D7.
Some other color.
Right,
fish
D7?
that I can't tell what it is because it doesn't uncolor.
Forktail rainbows. Oh no, leopard danios. Jeez.
C14.
C14.
Wow, those are little.
They are little. Is that it?
Yep.
All right, so the things you guys didn't see,
Are we missing something?
horned
No,
neorites,
it's just stuff that's being split, so we're good.
red ram's horns. Look at that. What are these guys? Those are huge assassin snails. Huge. So that's what we got. So we're gonna get these all acclimated. We'll kind of show you guys that process. We do have somewhat of a patented, super proprietary acclimation process that I'm gonna reveal to you guys today. Hopefully it helps you out. But listen, if I catch you using this, your fish are gonna be healthier. You're gonna be happier on the other side of it. Everybody wins. So hopefully you guys learned something. So let's let these fish chill for a couple minutes. We're gonna clean up the boxes, and by we, I mean Lev Mama, Jacob. We know it's not Mark. He's going to hide in his room. He's out of here. Lexi Bedexity might pitch in. Let's go check in on Faith. Will they get this side cleaned up? And over here we have the elusive Faith. We also call her F-Bomb, also call her the Faithzilla. Actually, I don't think I've ever called her that, but I always get something close to that. I'm not calling her the Effinator because last time we did that, someone quit. But this is Faith. Look what she's doing. She's organizing all of our plants, doing inventory on them. Faith is one of the most effective, quickest, efficient, amazing, absolutely phenomenal team members we've ever had in the history of flipaquatics. And I say that I don't take any of those things lightly. So look at her. And this is not overdrive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put my hand in here for comparison. This is not fast forwarded. She literally works this fast. It's crazy. We are not speeding up this video. Some people may claim this is edited. It's not. This is real time. So yeah, so Faith hates being on camera, so we're not gonna keep her on camera for long, but had to give her a shout out because she's over here getting all of our snails and our plants put away, at least organized. And then the last little thing that we got in today, oh, we got some more snails coming over. Look, these ones are always one of our biggest sellers and everybody loves them, but they are little stinkers to get healthy, and they are Otocinclus. So we got in 600 of them. I don't think it really looks like 600. Like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags. Let me 8 bags. If each one had 50, that'd be 400. So there's between 400 and 100 in there, or 50 and 100. Listen, I'm not doing math on camera. Whenever I do it, I always say the wrong number, and I get destroyed in the comment section about how stupid I am. People are commenting the right number. So it's between 50 and 100 per bag. You guys do the calculation. Let me know down below. But it doesn't look like there's that many per bag. Maybe. So anyway, got those in. Gonna get those fed up. This is our secret right here. Secret sauce. If you get some Otos in, you need to get them healthy. Bacter AE Shrimp Fit, you have to have them. The other thing, they almost always come in with worms. Deworm them from the start. We do it on pretty much all of our fish. It just makes them that much more higher chance of success. So with that being said, let's go see what what the crew over there is doing. Freaking, they're probably over there doing nothing. I'm just kidding. They all work extremely hard. So when I give them a hard time, it's 100% just for you guys. If they watch this video, team, I love you. You know I'm joking. But anyway, yeah, let's go acclimate some stuff. And again, proprietary patented information here. And if you guys implement it, you're gonna save lives. So fish lives. So where are we at?
Well, we got everything broken down.
Wow.
They took some the
Jacob's-
foam out of the dumpster.
Jacob's already doing stuff. Trash comes tomorrow, so it's better to fill up the dumpster most we can. Is there room in the dumpster still?
Yeah, we can fit all.
Woo, let's go. Man, I tell you what, we got quite a team. So now it's time to acclimate. Who wants to take what aisle? Ooh, A and B are looking rough. C and D look rough. E and F look, G and H. I'll take aisle I.
With one tank. One tank.
I think Jacob can handle GH and I.
Wow. Okay, I'll take A and B. I think there's still, is that still the lightest?
No, that's okay.
Okay. Where's your paper that has it all by ABC?
I had it somewhere.
I tell you what. I know that, you know, I've been telling you we're going to start acclimating for about 10 minutes now. It's officially getting ready to start. Let me see. Oh, fish. Oli. Yeah, you'll probably end up helping me in A and B. A and B is still the lightest. I know how to pick them. That's all I'm saying. All right.
And
Ah!
was the one that has the sting.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that. Or did I? I don't know.
Everybody has 4.
Everybody has 4? Okay. So
You have 3, depending on the split you have 4.
Tetra Congos.
5 of the split.
I got those. Our Congo tetras, stir-by cories, pygmy cories, and orange Venezuelan cories. So, guys, let's get right into it. All right, so first things first, one, we need to make sure we keep the lights off as long as possible. I think that did it. Maybe one up above. There we go. We did it. Okay, so let me give you guys the deets. Here's everything you're gonna need. Scissors, we use a big catch cup, huge net. If you're working on a small scale, you probably don't need a massive net. And then a black tote. Black tote's the most important thing because again, fish wanna be calm, they don't wanna be stressed out. Anything dark is gonna help them be better off. So there's a couple of things that I do. First of all, I'll go to the first tank, which is Congo tetras. Let me grab these out. There's not many in here. So if there was a lot of losses, which I know there's not, I would fill this up with their tank water. And then I could take the live ones and put them in here while I fish through. So that way they're not sitting in like ammonia-ridden water. But these ones are actually pretty good. So I'm gonna do these ones a different way. First, remove the outer bag. I don't know, trash can, so we're gonna use the floor. All right. Now, this is where a lot of people make a mistake. So as soon as you cut open the bag, it's letting oxygen in there and it toxifies the ammonia because it's gonna raise the pH. So it's not good. I mean, as soon as you open the bag, it's a ticking time bomb. Now, if you're getting them from breather or from someone that uses breather bags, then there's less of an issue. But a lot of people, and that's because it's an equal exchange of oxygen. So if there's ammonia in the bag, they would be dead. So if you get them and they're live, that means there's no ammonia or the ammonia hasn't killed them yet. So here, most people would just cut and dump, and that really stressed out the fish. So we kind of just work this net nice and slow. The goal is that the fish are never out of water. So this little guy got stuck up there, so he was the unfortunate one that was out of water. Check, make sure there's nothing in there, good to go. I look in here, I don't see any dead. So normally I would put these into this container of water. I'm not gonna do that because we're so close to the tank. So I work them all down to the bottom. I'll carry them over here and then boom, dump them in. And then we're good. And so these ones, as soon as I add them to the tank, I always record observations. So like when you're looking at them, their fins are really tattered. That means they could potentially have fin rot, could be a little bit of ammonia burn while they were in the bag, could be just stress. And so probably we're gonna start these on a round of Maricin just to make sure it's not fin rot because it's so hard to tell. And then if we waited a day or two and it was that, then it would probably be too late to save them. So we always need to be like proactive about stuff. So none of them arrived dead, which is a great thing. And these guys are usually fairly hardy. And so I just need to make sure that we start them on treatment. So once we get everything acclimated, that's our next stage. We go through and actually treat everything and look at it and write down observations. So I got my piece of paper here that normally I'd be writing down observations, which I will do. You guys don't need to watch that part. So I'll just write down for Congo tetras, a little bit of fin rot, start with Maricin, then boom. As I come through, it makes things that much easier. Another super important thing that a lot of people don't talk about is sanitizing between fish bags. So one thing that we've been getting a lot of, I don't know if it's just the season for it or what's going on, but it doesn't really matter what country we have been getting it, and it's called Neris, which is super contagious, super bad, not fun to treat for. We don't want it. We certainly don't want it to spread, but we've been getting it. And so we sanitize this with vinegar water. Now, we use, I don't even know, probably a third vinegar water to 2/3 water. So we use a lot of vinegar water. Maybe not quite that concentrated now that I'm thinking about it, but that at least gives you a rough idea. If you're doing it on a small scale, I think that's more than fine because you're not going to go through as much vinegar as we do. We literally buy a pallet at a time, which is nuts. So for plastic, you can do that. For nets, you need to bleach these suckers. So we bleach them. We do not use these 2 times in one day. So this one we already used once. So we're actually gonna grab a brand new net, get rid of this guy, and then we can move on to the next one. So all of our acclimation is this way, so I won't bore you with all the details. We'll take you through towards the end and kind of give you an update on what came in, how it's looking, what we're treating it with, kind of what we see initially on import. And then, yeah, we can go from there and hopefully you guys learn something.
This is why I'm not allowed to be a part of the process. So face down here getting revolved. These are, what are these? The Swarf Lily bulb. I know these tiger lotus. Just we put the bulbs in the substrate and put them in the refrigerator so they don't mold. They like to mold. And she was in the process, and I'm like, oh man, this is looking really good. So I picked one up, and it was the only one that she hadn't finished yet. The substrate went all over the place. Where do we just clean? Kidding me? You hate this, Dave. But I do want to show you guys something. We technically already did it, but I want to walk through the process anyway. So let me show you a couple things. So snails. When you get in snails, this is what I did. These are my favorite containers of all time. A little glass, like, I don't know. What do you call these? Tupperware containers? Mm-hmm. Glass Tupperware container. I put the snails in these, set them in the tank. But before I do that, and the reason I do that, real quick, let me finish my thought. Snails that are alive will leave. Snails that stay in are most likely dead. So it makes it easier for us to identify dead ones and live ones and get the dead ones out there as soon as possible. So that's what we use these for. Really good to have around. So when you get snails in, the first thing you want to do, now most companies don't do this. We do this. We ship them in water. So you don't have to worry about it as much. We get them from us. But most companies will ship them without water, which means that you want to cut the top of your bag. We bring it over here. We use this water. It's heated. We rinse the snail. So we fill the bag, we cut the top of the bag, fill the bag up, get it completely full of water, and then dump that water out. And that way the snail gets rinsed. If there's any, like, I don't know, dead body parts or slime or like whatever, it rinses all that off. And then we can put it into one of those containers and put it in the tank. And so that's how we can kind of make sure that we don't have like stinky snails polluting our water, because we import like 300 snails per bag. For example, the ram's horns today, we got, I think 300. I think it was 300. It might have been 600. It was one of the two. And they were all pretty much dead. Like, it was rank. You opened it, you got punched in the face by the smell. Not good. So always good to rinse them off first, kind of get that initial ammonia out of the water, and then add them to your tank in one of those containers. And that's how you're going to make sure that you can tell if your snails are alive. Now, a lot of people get them, day one, look at them, don't see them. All my snails arrive dead. Snails take up to a week to come out of their shells after getting them. So give them up to a week. If they start molding or falling out of their shell, obviously they're dead. So get those ones out. But always give them a little snip test. We pull them out. And if they stink, let me tell you, you're going to know it and they're dead. So throw those ones away. Get rid of them. Don't put them in your trash can in the house. take those ones straight out to the trash can or dispose them however you see fit. That's what we do. So anyway, just wanted to do that tad little tidbit of information, and let's check back in with everybody else. I think meeting of the minds, they're in deep conversation. This is what they're saying. Are you freaking kidding me? He was helping just for like 2 minutes. It makes me mad. And Lexi's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, no, but seriously, you don't even know. Like, oh. And she's like, it's okay, Mother. It's going to be okay. Liv will be back next week. I promise you. She's coming back. She'll be here soon. There is Faith. And she's like, yeah, Faith's pretty good. And I'm glad Faith's still here. But Rob, he just frustrates me. And she's like, yep, I agree. I really know what you're talking about. And she's like, no, but seriously, he just frustrates me. And she's like, yes, I get it. Anyway, that's enough of the sitcom for me. Let's go actually see what they're doing. Hey, how's it going, guys? What were we talking about?
Girl stuff.
We know.
Our periods.
Ew. They didn't want to know that.
Just
Is that really what you were talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
We can though.
No. Prefer us not. Anyway, import all good. No problems.
Yeah, mostly.
Mostly. Odo's fine.
Yeah, those are great.
Yep.
living their best life.
Good. Snails look good. Give you guys an update when you go through do some medicine over there. Faith, everything good with your stuff? She said, "Yep."
Were all your plants alive?
Hey, get a little spotlight of Faith. She's in the light right now.
No, but Rocky wants the spotlight.
Rocky wants. Is that the goldfish name? Rocky. It's one that came in our plants as a baby. So anyway, do we have time for a little end day meeting? You guys want to do one real fast? So we'll do that, and then we'll get back to talking about it. Sent all the kids home from work today, so they're no longer with us. Every time I say that, it sounds so bad. They're still with us. They're just no longer here. By here in flipaquatics. Anyway, today's been a rough day. Em corrupted all of our footage. Liv's not here, which is like the hardest part. But everything else is going really well. So let's go through here. You guys know I did the Congo tetras. We put the lid back on. We got the lights back on so we can actually see what's going on. Obviously, they're swimming around pretty good. Still have fin rods, so it is what it is. We got a bunch of stir-by cories in. Now, these are the ones that can pollute the water, so I was shocked. Normally, they bag them individually and send them. These ones were all bagged together, so that's always a little nerve-wracking, but looks like all is well. Then we got some pygmy cories. This is all stuff that I did, so I know what it's doing. These guys actually look really good. They're bigger than what we normally get. So everybody loves pygmy cories. They are infamously, I think that's how you say it. They are known for being bad shippers. So whenever they come in good, I'm really happy about that because it's literally a long trip. And then last was the orange Venezuelan cories. Now these guys had 3 or 4 deaths, which I still need to pull. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And also we got less than what we were supposed to get. So we ordered 50 and got 45. So I'm guessing a spot of them died during transit. Some died here. So that's unfortunate. So I think they look healthy. I didn't see any fin rot or anything. But definitely one of our best sellers. So we want to make sure we keep those healthy. And then we'll go row by row. So next up we got C10 CPDs. We talked about this a little bit while we were acclimating. These guys actually came in really big. It looks like there's a couple that aren't doing phenomenal, but most of them look really good. So that's always a good sign. So again, these ones are more finicky. And then the second tank of them, looks like we got another death, maybe 2. So similar type story. They were a split bag. And the reason we split this, we only have 75 per tank. We could have easily done 150 at a tank. And these guys are just so expensive that you really don't want to risk that many going down on the reef. Next up, we got one right above you, and these are the Gardner Achilles. These are all males, I'm pretty sure. It looks like a couple females might have stuck in there. So we'll have to actually separate the males and females. Whenever males and females are together, the boys, they beat up the females and they beat up each other. It's not good. But if we can get them to where it's just males, and then we take the females, put them in a separate tank, and then we add a bunch of decor. They do just fine together. We haven't had any problems doing that. So these guys are always really pretty. Next up, we got some Clownchillies D7 right here. These are the big ones that came in. These are honestly the biggest ones we've got in a really, really, really long time. Normally they come in much smaller. So I'm happy to see that. We've been having some issues with these lately. They just, again, they do not like cold weather. And so, so just shipping them in the winter is always, it's always a race. So anyway, I'm gonna add some Albercombs in here because they like a little bit more tannins in their water. They like the acidic water. So we'll get those looking good. And then we'll move on to the next row. My favorite, which we'll see how you guys are doing. They look good. Rainbow shiners. So this is the thing though. This guy's got a messed up jaw. The rest look pretty good. So there's really only one. These guys are also hit or miss, but these ones look really healthy. No fin rot, acting normal. The only thing is we ordered 35 tanks and it's 23. Like, it stinks to dedicate a whole tank for 23 fish, but you know, it is what it is. Next up, we got the gold holy loaches. So I'm actually shocked on how popular these guys are. These are like one of our most popular holy loaches. They are really cool. They're like sleek and slender, long. Their back fins look a little clamped, so that's a little bit of a concern, but we'll give them a day to kind of see if they perk up. These guys are the ones that I was going to pinch in the bag, and it would have killed all of them, because literally if you put like one cave in here, every single one would be in a cave. Emma's literally dying laughing. So she's looking at her pea puffers. These are actually good ones. This is the difference. These ones have been here for over 2 weeks now. And that is after fattening them up. And still can't contain themselves.
They're so little.
They are little. But look, these are ones that came in today. Same location, I'm pretty sure. Yep, same exact location. This is the difference. So you never know what you're gonna get. They literally don't sell them in sizes. You just order them and you get what you want, or you get what they give you. And so so these are the ones that we are going through, or that we just got, are going through quarantine now, to give you an idea. So we literally have zero control over what size they send us. So it's crazy. Last thing on this rack was Panda Loaches, which is E13 down here. And so these guys look pretty good. I actually don't see any issues. They're really small, again, because we have zero control over this. These guys are actually way smaller than what we would expect, but they look pretty healthy, which I guess that is the most important thing. We just looked at the 2 pea puffer tanks, so we can move on to the next row. And this is a fairly typical import order. Next up, we got some rainbows. So G4. Oh, and here's the difference. These are, again, gars. They're not panda gars. Those are the doctor fish. So Gara rufa, I'm pretty sure. And these guys are like what we would expect to have. These might be a little bit on the bigger side, but still, those other ones are tiny. Then we got the 4-tail rainbows. These guys have been really tough getting in lately for whatever reason. They just come in so poorly. These ones look really good. Their fins look good. They're acting normal. Some of them are kind of like swaying in the water. One's on the bottom. So we might hit them with some paraclines just to make sure they don't have some internal parasites that are messing with their cognitive ability. And then next up, we got spotted blue-eyed rainbow fish, which are right here, which these guys are huge for what we're used to getting. So again, there's no consistency whatsoever in the color. It looks like a couple of them do have fin rot. Some of them look skinny. And so so we'll get those started on probably paraclins first, and then see what the fins look like, and then treat them with Maricin. We don't like treating 2 things at once if we don't have to, just because it's really tough on the fish and also tough on the water parameters. G16, next one over right here. These are the rummy nose rasboras. So these guys actually get super, super pretty. These ones look really dull right now. 1, they just came in, and 2, they're young. But if you look them up, rummy nose rasboras, they're honestly a super beautiful fish. So pump add those back in. H3 is the last one on this row, which is right here. These are dwarf emeralds. These guys have the coolest patterns and colors ever. They are dulled out right now, but they do get just amazing patterns, amazing colors. The only thing They're literally the most skittish fish you will ever have. Like if you have 10 of these in a planted tank, there's a chance you'll never see them because they're that skittish. So you definitely need to have some dither fish to make them feel comfortable. And if you guys don't know what a dither fish is, it's literally a fish that will just openly swim in the water column, and that makes them feel safe and secure because it's kind of like bait fish. Like if they're out there, then I know it's good, and then I can go out there. And then the last thing was the cardinal tetras, which are in the next row. These ones did come in bad. I remember looking at the bag. So no one said anything about them being like horrible. But there was at least 4 or 5 dead in the bag. So you can see a couple dead ones in there. But all in all, for however many deaths there were in the bag, these guys look pretty good. Their fins look good. They're acting normal. A couple frayed fins. So again, probably a Marison thing. Just to make sure. It could be just, you know, ammonia burn on them. So we'll treat them just to be safe. But that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, 1, hit the subscribe button. We want you to be part of our flipaquatics team here. And 2, if you guys are interested in some fish, definitely consider checking out flipaquatics. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate you being a part of our flipaquatics family and what we're doing here. And really what we're trying to do is be a place where people can go and get healthy livestock, know that it's quarantined, know that it's healthy, know that they're going to get it in good shape, and really give access to more people for the hobby that we all love. So I hope you guys make it a great rest of your day. As always, God bless, and catch you on the flip side.
For more unhinged content, consider joining our Aquarium Club by hitting the join button. As a member, you'll get perks like weekly members-only videos dropping every single Friday. And let me just tell you, those are unhinged. Monthly discounts. Every single month, you get 10 to 20% off our website. We have exclusive Discord channels for you all, monthly Aquarium Club meetings, and exclusive in-depth educational content. Like one of my favorite series, Get Equipped with Flip, where we invite experts in the aquarium hobby to come on and teach us about specific topics. Listen guys, what are you waiting for? Hit that join button and become a part of our flipaquatics family.